Welcome back to Full of a Took podcast. We are here this week to talk about Chapter 7 of The Return of the King, the Pyre of Denethor.
Oh my God.
I am Christo Bear of Team Green. We are here tonight to have a great night, talk about Chapter 7 of The Return of the King. It's called the Pyre of Denethor, which is a lovely, lovely little sweet chapter.
Oh yeah, so uplifting.
It was really heartwarming. It was a sweet hug of a chapter at
warm embrace.
Short 29-minute listen.
Very warm embrace.
10-page read, I guess is the word. Read.
Read.
It's a 10-page read. I'm just doing whatever I can to piss Pat off as much as possible right now.
I think it's working.
It's working.
How can I trivialize the thing that means the most to him in his world outside of his wife?
I was going to say, lead poison explains a lot right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's lead. First of all, lead poisoning is a terrible thing. And that's exactly what happened at Denethor when he stuck his head in a pile of burning wood. He got lead poisoning.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's
He
what
was
did him
lead
in.
poisoned.
He was poisoned by the burning flames.
Last episode, we covered Chapter 6, the Battle of the Pelennor Fields. The chapter opens with the Rohirrim arriving at the Pelennor Fields, and they just begin to slaughter Sauron's army. The Witch King, who had been scared off by Gandalf, returns. This time he is riding a fell beast with wings, and it scares the hell out of everybody's horses. Theoden's horse unfortunately rears up and crushes him. Durnhelm reveals himself to be Eowyn, so herself, and slays the fell beast, while Merry grabs his magic little sword from the Barrow Downs and stabs the Witch King right in the knee. Theoden, still under his horse, kind of dying, has just enough time to appoint Eomer, the new king of Rohan. At this point, more and more Morgul armies are swarming into the Pelennor Fields, and it's starting to look really bad for Gondor and the Rohirrim. They're becoming outnumbered until Aragorn shows up in the Corsairs of Umbar's fleet of ships to finally drive off the last of the Morgul's men and beasts and the whole Sauron's army in Pelennor Fields.
Love it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got a lot to talk about. Oh wait, no, that was last week. Yep. We don't got much to talk about today.
Really just one thing.
No, there's only one thing.
It's kind of two things, but it's mostly one thing.
It's one.
Okay. All right. We'll just talk about the one, then I'll stop when I think we've hit it.
Oh jeez.
Well, it would be helpful if you put something in the book to tell you when to stop reading each chapter.
Ooh.
Like a period or something, like a little dot. That was like, this means the end of the paragraph.
Yeah, like normally things say like this page left blank intentionally or stop here.
Yeah.
We don't get that.
Like, how do I know when to stop reading?
You don't.
In general.
You just never.
Most people, they give me things to read and I just read until I die.
That's why the book is 1,700 pages.
Yeah.
I'm going to murder both of you.
That sounds about right. And this week on Full of a
Will it blend?
I have been waiting so long for Denethor to reveal all the things he reveals in this, and I felt redeemed is the word, I guess. I was right. Vindicated.
Yeah.
Vindicated.
Yeah, baby.
I wrote down I was right, and I'll tell you later when that applies.
Ooh.
That's it.
Okay.
Go.
All right.
God forbid there's a pause.
This chapter is a tragedy. But in order to move the story forward, we actually have to jump back a little bit because we're going to go back to the moment where Gandalf and Pippin sort of are confronting the Witch King at the gates of Gondor. So after the Witch King leaves, it's just Gandalf and Pippin, and everybody's going nuts because at this point, the garrison has realized that the Rohirrim are here. There's men on the wall screaming, Rohan's here, Rohan's here, Rohan's here. Everybody's getting ready because now inside the city, the attitude changes. It turns on a dime. Instead of waiting for the enemy to come to them, now they're organizing a counterattack. Now men who have been hiding and waiting for death have an opportunity to go out and fight the enemy in the manner of their choosing, not hemmed in their own home. So Prince Imrahil's grabbing all the boys. Gandalf is like, okay, we have business, we have work, let's do this. And Pippin basically grabs him by the leg and is like, no, please don't. Gandalf, we got problems. And Gandalf looks down at Pippin and is like, aren't you in the tower guard? Shouldn't you be guarding the tower? Pippin, what is this? And Pippin's like, we got a problem.
Help!
Help! I need an adult.
Hell yeah.
But why? Because Denethor, as you remember, has lost his fucking mind. When we last left him, Denethor had grabbed Faramir and was like, I'm going to take my son down to the graveyard and we're going to put him to rest. Faramir is still alive. And then he ordered his servants to go get wood and oil.
We found out he was alive in the last chapter with them, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Faramir, not actually dead, just non-responsive. And then Pippin is freaked all the way the fuck out. So he thinks there's only one person who can help right now, and he's probably correct, and it's Gandalf.
Yep.
So he relays all this information to Gandalf. Gandalf looks around, and he looks at all the work that he needs to be done outside, where the Witch King is, where the battle is, where the enemy is. And he looks at Pippin, and he says, all right, we're going to go fix this problem. So Gandalf takes all of this in, and he looks out at the field of battle where the Witch King is, where Theoden is, where the war is unfolding. And then he looks at Pippin, looks at Prince Imrahil, and he says, you're in charge. Go get him. And then he looks at Pippin and says, all right, let's go get him. And with that, Pippin and Gandalf ride all the way the hell back up to the top of the mountain, to the top of the city, up to the 7th level, because they're going to go to Rath Dinin, the graveyard of the Stewards of Gondor that's built off a little door up there.
Was Rath Dinin the same as the House of the Dead, or was it slightly different?
Rath Dinin is like the graveyard in the area and the road, and the House of the Stewards is the specific structure that they're bringing Faramir into.
Okay.
It's a mausoleum, is what it is. Mm-hmm. And as they approach Rath Dinin, they pass through the citadel. And Pippin looks around and he's like, oh, Beregond is Beregond. That's good. maybe he's doing something right. This is good news. And then they continue on to the gate. And so they get to the gate, and there's the gatekeeper's body on the ground. And Pippin looks at Gandalf, and Gandalf looks at Pippin, and that's probably a bad sign.
Yeah.
This ain't great. And then they push onward into Rath Dinin, into the graveyard, because they start hearing noise up ahead, like violence, swords and shit. And it turns out there's the Father of the Year, Beregond, standing outside of the House of the Stewards, keeping Denethor's servants from bringing the wood and oil inside.
I really thought you were going to say Father of the Year, Denethor.
Oh my God, me too. That's why I laughed.
I did too.
I mean, honestly, I guess that's the number one and two. It is the number 1 and 2 choice, right? And so far, Beregond has managed to kill 2 of them, which, again, doesn't seem like the best thing in the world. So I think we're up to 3 murders right now. And Beregond is doing his best to keep Faramir alive. And the only thing he can do is buy time and basically scream, why are you doing this? While they scream back, why are you doing this? And Gandalf comes up from behind and is like,
who's on first?
Right. And Gandalf comes
Limbs
up.
are flying.
Yeah, they're hacking each other to pieces, and Beregond's holding his own against 4 people. Well, then 3, then 2. But it's wild. Gandalf comes up and is like, what the fuck is this? And then Denethor from inside is like, yeah, what the fuck? Does an old man got to do everything himself? Kill this bitch. And opens the door from the inside and goes to just like hew Beregond in 2.
Oh, God.
And he raises up his sword, and Gandalf magics it the fuck out of his hand. And it's just like, be gone, sword.
That's exactly what I wrote in my notes.
Two out of 2. Now you got to get one of RJ's notes.
I don't read the same books she does.
Yeah. Joke's on you, RJ doesn't take notes.
I do take notes.
So Gandalf kind of repeats himself and is like, so what the fuck is going on?
Right.
And Denethor looks at him and is like, what do you mean what's going on? The world is over. Because Denethor's world is literally ending. Boromir's dead. Faramir is dead-ish. Mostly dead. Not completely dead. Mostly dead. It's different.
Liar!
But like the enemy...
Princess Bride, baby.
Yeah. But the enemy is at the gates well, used to be the gates. They're in, right?
There are no gates.
There are no more gates. It's bad times all around. And Denethor maybe doesn't even know that the Rohirrim have arrived yet. Because he's been locked in a mausoleum for the last little bit.
True. I didn't even put that together.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the Red Arrow never made it back to Gondor.
Yeah, the last thing he saw was just the wave of the army coming.
Yep.
And everyone being like, all of the Rangers are fucked. Mm-hmm. Here's your son. We brought him back. He's basically dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like the defense line of like,
Yeah, that was the landing at Osgiliath, and then they contested the outer walls of the Pelennor at the Ramus, the causeway forts, and all that stuff. Faramir led all those actions, and then got mostly dead for it.
So him coming back was almost like a metaphor to Denethor.
Yeah, like as his.
They're like, oh, it's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The defenses are gone. My son is gone.
The metaphor to Denethor.
So
Faramir is Taramir.
I'm trying to die here.
all right, feet first. It is.
This whole thing feels like when I'm reading this, it felt like a Monty Python skit.
Well, definitely the way we're telling it.
Yeah. So like that's the thing. It's like there's a very funny angle to put on this.
Yeah.
But because it's so overwhelmingly dramatic and tragic, right? You put a little bit of farce in there, and suddenly it's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever read.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
But seriously though, Denethor's world is ending.
Yeah.
He tells Gandalf, the West has failed. Gondor has failed. There can be no victory against this enemy. You can win today, but that's one day. And he's got a point. Sauron's been playing this game for 3,000 years.
Yeah.
And he's been winning the whole time, basically. And Denethor is like the 23rd steward of Gondor or some shit. And it's been a bad time the whole time.
So 23rd steward.
Yeah.
23 generations
Yeah.
of father, my father, my father, my father. Uh-huh. They're probably lasting until about 60, 65.
Yep.
So how
many years?
Yeah, I was going to say, how many years has his family been covering?
We had this number.
Well, since the
the
ring was
ring
cut
man.
off his finger.
Well, no, they...
No.
Oh, no, that's
because
not true. That's
It's
not
a
true.
different
Because
time.
Gondor
I stand
had...
corrected. Everyone, just
Relax.
just relax.
The king of Gondor fought the king of the Nazgul.
Yeah.
In a one-on-one 1v1.
Right.
And he lost.
And then
Yeah.
Isildur was around after that.
Real bad KDR.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, it's when Isildur got stabbed by all the arrows and died in the water.
And that was the ring being lost.
Right.
But Gondor retained its kings for a time until we get to the guy who thought he could 1v1 the Witch King.
Yeah.
That didn't end so well. A lot of bad shit happens between those 2 points, but it's not until the final king of Gondor gets himself murdered in a dark
Yeah.
alley that the stewards of Gondor kind of begin their stewardship, begin that rulership of Gondor.
Yeah.
And
Did
it's
we
been
hear this story already, or
a little
Just
bit.
forgetting it?
A
Okay.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we go over
When
this.
we meet Denethor in the first chapter, we
Yeah.
sort of get
there's a little history?
The mini
There's a lot of
less
history.
book.
A lot of history.
Yeah. There's
it's
a
fun.
There's a lot of history in the book. If you listen to the episode, which is episode 46, there's a little bit of history because Pat skipped a lot of the history because it's just too much to talk about in a podcast. It's 18 pages of history,
And Chris is an aggressive editor.
and I edited 4 hours out of it.
But so it's really though, it's been many generations. Like this line is ancient.
It was all they've ever known.
It's also happening on Denethor's watch,
Right.
which is also like a
that
double
does not
punch.
feel good.
Yeah.
This is the culmination of all of Denethor's fears. All of our fears as readers for people of the West, all the fears of every soldier in Gondor. This blow has been coming for a long time, and now it's here. And as readers, we know that the battle's won. Right? We know what happens.
Yeah.
Denethor's been locked in a mausoleum. He does not know what's going on.
I mean, even if he wasn't, he wouldn't be able to see everything that was happening out on the field.
You would think so. But really, though, it's a bad day to be Denethor. It's a bad day to be anybody, especially bad if you're Denethor. And Gandalf looks at this and is like, oh, fuck, he's out of his mind. He's literally out of his mind. Because Denethor ends by saying, like, and it's all going to end in fire and ash, just like me and my boy.
Yeah.
And I think that's really scary because, the way Theoden reacted to all this was like, I'm going to write out and be worthy of song. And that's really beautiful to read. But realistically, I think most people would react like Denethor. Like if you knew the enemy was at your door and they were like setting up bombs outside your front door, like you would probably shut yourself away and be like, I'm killing myself.
He did it for the same reason as Theoden, but the opposite.
I know,
Denethor was
that's what
like, I need to kill myself or they're going to write songs about me.
No.
Right?
And what rhymes with Denethor? He was a whore.
I thought you were going to say metaphor.
Oh, that would have been really nice.
You know what's better for Gondor? Nothing but
Denethor.
Denethor.
Oh God, we should write
We
a
should
song.
stick to podcasting and not writing songs.
No.
I'm going to write a pod song.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, jeez.
Pod
Anyway, sorry
song.
to interrupt.
Pod song.
It's about this time that Gandalf just loses patience with the conversation because now he's worried about what has actually happened inside, what has happened to Faramir. So they just push Denethor back through the door. And one of their concerns as they shove Denethor backwards into this door is that maybe Denethor's already set Faramir on fire because Denethor had said that Faramir is already burning within,
Yeah.
but also maybe externally, like with oil and fire.
They have set a fire in his flesh.
Right.
Who's
maybe,
they?
Right. Maybe them. Maybe it's a fever. I don't know. They don't have germ theory. And they see that Faramir is where we left him last time we saw him, which is he's laying on a stone table piled with wood, covered in oil again. So it turns out Beregond's murders were not in vain.
Good for Beregond.
Right. And Gandalf sees this, and he does something he's only really done once before, which is that he springs up like a mountain goat. You guys remember when he revealed himself to the three hunters in Fangorn, and he like jumped up the side of the hill at them, and like everybody was real upset, like I think justifiably. Well, Gandalf pulls it out again, and he leaps up onto this stone table, scoops Faramir, and then hops back down, and is like, "We're done with this shit."
Just like fireman carries him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I don't have time for this. He just grabs him.
Yeah. And he scoops it. He's like, we're just done with this shit. And he looks at Denethor and not unkindly, he's like, I don't know what we're doing here, but sir, don't we have work we should be doing out there? Don't we have a duty to perform out there in the world of the living? Because what's that, Faramir? You're still alive? He's still alive. Denethor kind of snaps a little bit and he's just, he breaks down. He's like, don't take my boy from me. Do not take my son. But it pivots into anger so fast because now we see that Denethor is really having a whole day because he says, what work? What can we do out there? What is there to be done? Everyone who doesn't die here today is going to live the rest of their life a slave of Sauron. The world is over. I will go the way I choose to go. And Gandalf, you don't think I see you? You don't think I see what you do? That you're trying to supplant me, that on the one hand, you're trying to push me and my nation out to battle, and then with the other hand, you're bringing this vagabond weirdo from the north so you can install him as king? I see this. I see lots of things. And then we kind of have an oh no moment. It turns out Denethor does see much, and he shows us what he sees much with, because he's got a Palantír, and he pulls it basically out from under a hat, and is like, I see many things. And Gandalf's like, oh, fuck. Right? Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Because what do we know about Palantír?
They've been corrupted.
They have been corrupted by Sauron. And you can't use a Palantír without Sauron knowing it and without him being able to influence you.
Unless you're Pippin.
He let Pippin go easy because he knew it was going to get weird
Sauron
later.
walked away from the Palantír experience and he was like, that little one fucked with my head. I don't feel good.
What is this? I have a headache.
It's like, what are you doing?
What are you wearing?
Oh, Sauron. I know a Sauron. Oh, nice old lady.
Yeah, he just tells him a really long-winded story, and Sauron's all right. Okay, I gotta get out. I gotta get on with this. Okay, you're not the one.
I'm going to take. Have you had potatoes? Shut up.
What's the weather like where you are?
I'm not a big fan of fire.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes. You ever had a phone call with like a
call you.
5-year-old? Yeah.
Like, I can't believe you can see me.
I'm
Could you
3, 4,
send me
5.
some breakfast? It's like, I'll take another tater.
But But really though, Denethor
I'm 5, nearly 6.
I'm only 3.5 years old. I'm nearly 30.
Nearly is a great word.
Yeah. But Denethor's been using the Palantír to look abroad, to see things, to gather information. Because that's kind of useful when you're planning a multi-front war, because he's been fighting this multi-front war against Sauron for a whole minute. So intelligence is good. Being able to look and see things in the distance is good. Like Palantír is a very powerful tool in this regard. And Sauron cannot break Denethor, because remember, Denethor is a slightly magical motherfucker.
He is son of a bitch.
He is a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And when he's having a good day and when he's in his prime, he is powerful. Sauron can't break him, but Sauron can fuck with him, and Sauron can show him things that are going to depress him, and Sauron can control the things that Denethor sees when he looks. In theory, if Sauron is only showing Denethor places of strength, if everywhere Denethor looks is an army, Denethor thinks he's surrounded. Denethor thinks there is no hope. There cannot be hope. Because even Denethor has seen the black fleet of the Corsairs coming up the Anduin. He knows that that's it. They're in a noose. That's the hammer blow that's going to end the army. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
And Gandalf's like, oh, fuck, you used the crystal ball, didn't you? You've been doom scrolling. That explains a lot about this.
That is a really great way to say it. He has been doom scrolling. Or doom scrying.
literally.
Scrying, is that what it
doom
is?
scrying?
Doom
yeah.
scrying.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Doom scrying.
Doom scrying.
So to
What is this
scry is
word?
to look into like a magical crystal ball or some element.
When you gaze into an orb,
To like see the future.
Scry?
SCRY. It's a 7th level spell.
Scry.
Yeah.
That's made up.
Tell me you don't read fantasy without telling me you don't read fantasy.
I'll just tell you, I don't read fantasy. No need to play games about it.
But no, you are going to read fantasy. You're
Yeah,
doing
you're
it.
doing it right now, bud. You're doing so great.
Yeah.
Stop picking with your eyeballs.
Stop picking your eyeball.
Denethor says, I see what you do. I see you bringing some ragged-ass ranger down from the north, and I tell you, I will not bow to him. Even if he's Isildur's heir, fuck that. That is the last ragged heir of a broken, raggedy-ass line, and they are not worth it.
Well, that's rude.
Right?
Like I got so upset when he said this.
Right? Because he's not living up to the one premise of that whole thing.
Why he's not a king.
But he's also correct. Aragorn's ragged as fuck.
He hasn't seen him. How could he know?
He's a
He
raggedy
has
ass.
seen him. He's got a Palantír.
Yeah.
Oh, he has seen him.
And they were like, Sauron was like, they've got the heir of Isildur. And they show it's like a homeless guy walking with
Yeah,
him.
it's like-
and he's like, that guy? Fuck that guy. That guy's cool.
Yeah.
That's the king. And so that's the sorcerer.
From Willow.
Yeah.
That's the sorcerer.
He's like, that's the chosen one. He's like, what?
Willow.
Or it's like the Palantír just closes in on every time they're like, sir, what should we do? And Aragorn's like, I decided to not make a decision.
Aragorn has decided, he speaks in the third person.
I don't think you care about that.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I just see Denethor
Ragged
like
as
looking into
fuck.
crystal ball like, would it kill you to shave?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I feel that way. It's like, I think we've all been in a position where somebody younger has been hired at a job we worked at and you're training and you see them and you go, that fucking person? They're going to do what I'm doing? This person's an idiot, Well, and I think Denethor is just probably feeling that way.
Yeah.
Sounds
I mean,
like
Whether it's justified or not, true. He
It
probably
might
just
be
feels.
I think that Denethor is justified in his belief that Aragorn's bloodline and Aragorn himself are ragged as fuck. When you step away from it, it's a ridiculous, I'm holding on to my whatever
Broken sword.
Yeah, broken fucking authority I have. It's ridiculous.
the other thing too is like the context. And that's what you were getting at. It's like if you buy into the prophecy, okay, we can work with this. if you don't know that there's even going to be a tomorrow, if you don't believe there's going to be a tomorrow, why the fuck would you even entertain the idea? And Gandalf, like, probably, okay. So then what, if you could have your heart's desire, what would you even want then? Your job was to basically to keep the seat warm until the king returned. And now you're saying you're not going to do that. So like, what would you have if you could have your way? And Denethor basically says, I would have today be like every other day of my life. I would have my family, I would have my sons, I would have my kingdom. The sun would be out and there would be a tomorrow where Gondor could be restored and strong and not this. I wouldn't have this. Yeah. If I can't have my family and I can't have that love and I can't have this country that I'm looking after be whole and peaceful, then I'll take nothing.
If I can't have what I want, then I'll kill myself.
That is literally the plan.
Yep.
I think he was sitting at the table. He was like, "Oh, this sucks. I'm just gonna like kill myself."
And then he's like,
And he was like,
And the servants are
lightning
like,
in a bottle.
good idea, Lord.
I'll just kill myself." Meanwhile, the opposite out there in the field is like Theoden, and they're like,
Kill me.
the servant's like, "Don't go out there. You're gonna die." He's like, "The only one who can kill me is me." Yeah.
well, like
It's crazy.
It's interesting, and we
What
can
a
talk
wild juxtaposition between the two of them.
Well, it's the main difference there is the absence of hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gandalf kind of listens to that whole thing and is like, so that's that then? So you get to choose for Faramir? Maybe don't choose for your son. Maybe let him make a choice. Seeing as after you're gone, he'll be the next steward of Gondor because he's not dead yet. And Denethor's like, yeah, we'll see about that, and pulls a knife. And then Beregond steps up and like, whoa, man. And Denethor's like, oh, you too? My knights, my servants, my children. This wizard's got his claws in all of you guys. Fuck that. And he looks at the two surviving servants. He's like, if you're loyal to me, let's go. And then Denethor jumps up onto the stone table piled with wood, soaked in oil. And the guys are like, yeah. And Denethor's like, yeah. And yeah.
So South Park.
Yeah. And Denethor takes his staff of office, the symbol of the stewards of Gondor, snaps it over his knee and throws it on the pile with the rest of the wood and lights the whole fucking thing on fire. And it's just him and his Palantír going out in style. They just kind of stand there for a minute while Denethor clutches this Palantír and immolates himself. He's on fire. The wood's on. It's bad. It's ugly. And everybody leaves. And there's like one scream and the roof comes down. And that is the end of Denethor. And Tolkien writes this great line about the Palantír that Denethor dies with. And it was said ever after, if any man looked into that stone, unless he had a great strength of will to turn it to other purpose, he saw only two aged hands withering in flame.
Oh, that's so creepy. That's Denethor.
Eternal
That's Denethor.
torment.
Yep.
Right?
Do you think it like sucked his soul in or something like that in the fire? Why would that
I feel
be
like
there?
it just immortalized that moment.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
traumatic.
It was the first photograph.
It literally steals souls.
Yeah.
They were right.
Yeah.
5G.
Oh my god. And that's such a
5G
haunting
cameras.
image. Like you look into it and it's like this just like moment of despair winning.
Yeah.
For eternity.
Yeah.
You know, lucky for Faramir, he's unconscious for the whole thing.
he didn't have to witness that.
Yeah.
Or his father pulling a knife.
Yeah.
Being like, let me have my son. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh
bud.
God. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
like I'm so glad he's unconscious. Like he already had daddy issues. It'd be a whole other level.
Oh, yeah. Real bad. After that horrific moment, they do the only thing they can do. They're going to take Faramir to the Houses of Healing, which is the equivalent of a hospital. So they take him from the House of the Dead and they walk him down to the 6th level of the city to the Houses of Healing. And as they approach the Houses of Healing, they hear this hideous shriek go through the air. It's all around them, and then it withers into nothing and silence, and then the sun comes out a little more.
Yay.
Yeah. And remember, we've stepped back in time a little bit. That's the death rattle of the Witch King. Yes. That's the moment that Éowyn...
Mary.
Yep. Mary stabs him up
Right
under
in the
his...
knee.
Yep. I mean...
And what is anyone stabs him in the face?
in the
right?
face.
Yeah.
In the place. In the face place. because it's not actually a face.
Yeah.
It's a face place. And then after this scream echoes and the sun comes out a little bit more and they put Faramir in the hospital, Gandalf goes and looks out over the wall and kind of takes stock of the situation. And he comes back down to Pippin and Beregond and he's like, I don't know if we should be glad or we should weep because some very unfortunate shit happened while I couldn't be outside.
Verbatim.
That's absolutely it.
That's direct quote. Some very unfortunate shit.
Thank you, Syrian McKellen.
Well, I couldn't be there.
No, really though.
I'm done.
Yeah. No, but I'm just
Unplug her
trying
microphone.
to. No, that's fine. This is good. I'm just trying to get through this. I have one bullet point left.
Okay.
And after that, Gandalf turns to Pippin and says, "All right, bud, we got work to do. Let's go back to the war." And he turns to Beregond, and Gandalf says, "You know, I'm not a lawyer, but I think you're probably going to be wanted for murder. You should probably go report back to the captain of the watch and just let him know that all the crimes you committed were all in the defense of Faramir. Good luck."
You might not be in the guard anymore.
Oh, you definitely not in the guard, but you might not go to jail. And best case scenario, you get a promotion and you become Faramir's bodyguard. But once again, good luck, buddy. And that's how the chapter ends.
I'm out.
But you're definitely fired.
Yeah, you do not have a
Killed
job.
all those people.
Yeah, you
Say goodbye to your
guys.
benefits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What a crazy chapter ending. Nice job with that because it's so much, but it's so short.
Yeah.
Every sentence matters in this chapter. The Pyre of Denethor is a very good title
Yeah.
for this chapter. I'm curious, guys. Is there a secondary meaning to the Pyre of Denethor? 'Cause usually I'm like, oh, I don't know how I feel about it because it's so on the nose. And then you guys are like, oh, but it actually also applies to this. Is there a secondary meaning that could be pulled from the Pyre of Denethor? Meaning like the burning of the stewards or something? I don't know.
I think it's pretty fucking straightforward.
It's just on the nose. He's on
Yeah.
fire. Yeah.
I mean, I guess the only question could be like, who's in this fire?
But not only that, it's
Is
also
Faramir
like
included
the
in this?
legacy
Yeah.
of Gondor is on fire. Like literally, figuratively, also the stewardship of Gondor in this moment, this is it. It's done.
All of Gondor is on fire.
Oh yeah, because it's changing. It's like the return, hopefully, of the king. It's like, all this stuff happening.
The Return of the King? What?
I'm still rooting for the Prince of
Never heard that
Dol
before.
Well, I'm still rooting for the fat guy, but apparently he died.
He didn't do so hot.
What's his name?
Which one?
The fat
Fred-
one.
Fred
Fat
Agar.
one.
Wait, there's the bartender that was fat.
No.
The fucking bartender
Gondor
was
guy.
a year and a half ago.
The Gondor guy.
The
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
in Gondor
I'm still
who led
holding on for him.
So and so the
Fatty
fat.
Bulger.
His name was so and so the fat.
Yeah.
Fredgar, Fatty Bulger.
No.
King of Gondor. God, guys, read the goddamn book.
The Return of the King is just Fredgar showing up. And they're like, you son of a bitch.
Oh wait, who was the guy that is just still cosplaying as Frodo?
Yeah, right?
He's
Yeah,
lost
Fatty
his
Bulger,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Fredgar.
He's just like lost his identity. He's like, they're like, what is your name? He's like, Frodo. I mean, Fatty. I mean, Frodo. He's like,
Yeah.
He's like
So
a-
listen, the first thing I want to talk about here is I believe Gandalf says this. It's a line in the beginning, and he says, "If it's right when Pippin tells him you have to come with me."
Right.
Denethor is acting crazy. He's trying to kill Faramir and do all this shit. And also Beregond, or maybe it's not Beregond, but somebody's like, we have to go to the front line. Oh, Imrahil. Imrahil's like, come with me. And Imhotep. Imrahil's like, you have to come with me. And then Gandalf has this moment where he thinks to himself, if I save one, many will die.
Right.
yeah,
Which the inverse of that is, if I save many, one will die, right?
right.
Or if I kill one, many will die.
Yeah. And so he decides, if I
was
save
never an
that's the
option.
goal, Pat.
if I save one, many will die. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole
What
thing.
the
with-
fuck?
That's the choices that Gandalf has to make all the time. He's a returned from death, like angel of God's will, but the man can only be in one place at one time.
Yeah.
That's why he's got the world's fastest horse.
And not only that, I'm so thankful for that because if he wasn't like that, he'd be the most boring character. If he could just do everything,
Yeah.
like very effortlessly, you'd be like, well, this is a snooze, game over. Rings destroyed. I actually love that he has limitations, even though he is so great. And it's a nice reminder in that moment that like Gandalf is really powerful and he has a lot of this figured out, but even he is limited.
It's a great reminder that in the novel, The Lord of the Rings, Gandalf's kind of an asshole.
No, he's not.
And he goes, you know what? Fuck him. I'll come with you. And he lets all the people in the front line die.
No,
Well,
the
no, he
exact
wasn't going to
quote-
save them.
The exact quote was, maybe I can, but if I do, then others will die, I fear. Well, I must come since no other help can reach him. He thought about it.
And then fuck him.
Well, as we were
No,
going,
in a moment, he takes a second to realize like no one is really there to take care of Faramir or save him. Pippin mentions that Beregond is trying, but it hasn't even said he's really succeeded. And I just feel like in that moment, I don't know if Gandalf can like see from his vantage point what's happening. Probably not. But I think in that moment he realizes like if he goes back to where he should be in the battle, Faramir will die.
Yeah.
And that's how important to Gandalf
And he
and
likes
to
Faramir.
the world
Yeah.
Faramir is, which I think is really awesome.
is like the only surviving heir of that ruling line, which will immediately be made
Redundant.
obsolete
Right.
by Aragorn. But whatever,
And
he
yet-
likes Faramir.
Yeah,
You
you
get
guys
the
have to remember
heir
all that
and the spare.
time. All that time he spent like educating Faramir.
Yeah.
Like I feel this for a purpose.
I forgot about that.
Right?
He basically taught him to read all those like dead languages and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he saw something in him. He saw something in him, some potential. And I feel like at that moment he decides to forsake the many and go for the one.
Well, to be fair, who is he sacrificing? Turns out we know it's Theoden.
That was my question. That was what I was thinking as I was reading this, was like, if Gandalf had made it onto Pelennor Field, who would he have saved? Who could he
But
have
also,
saved?
what if he thought about that? Should he save the past or go towards the future? He's
But, like,
letting the
is
past
Faramir
go.
the future? Or is Aragorn the future?
That is insightful.
Hopefully.
Damn, yeah.
Shit.
Well, I just thought it was effective delegation because he's like, Imrahil, you go out there and do your job. I'll stay here and do my job.
No, he has a choice. He has, Theoden, this wise, strong king, but of the past, or he has Faramir, who's a potential steward of Gondor in the future. And he goes with the future, and he goes with hope.
Theoden's dead. Amber's in.
Yeah.
Denethor's out. Faramir's in.
Yep.
And I like that you say he goes with hope, because that's completely the opposite of what Denethor is going through.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also may have looked at Theoden and went, it's hopeless.
Or it would have been.
That dude's dying today.
That guy's done.
No, real question, though. Real question. Gandalf goes out and defeats the Witch King, and Theoden doesn't get to go out the way he wants to. Instead, he just gets crushed by a horse.
Right.
Fuck. Right?
But there's another layer of it where
My body
Theoden is
broken.
conscious. Faramir is unconscious and not able to make his own choices here.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
You're going to save Theoden despite his best efforts. The enemy is not the most deadly thing to Theoden. It's
Yeah.
Theoden's constant search for a good death.
The next thing I want to bring up is the fact that there's a line here that they say, work of the enemy when the keys are missing. And I think I'm going to use that moving forward in my own life when my keys are missing. Work of the enemy.
That is actually really great.
Pat's the one that misplaces his keys all the time. Work of the enemy. Can't find my fucking keys.
I'm not going to give you all. I'm just going to yell work of the enemy until you show me where the keys are.
You have to drive.
Work of the enemy. No, they're on the table.
They're on the table.
I'm
you
choosing
piece of
hope.
crap.
Another thing that stood out to me was that nobody knows how to say the word stop. They only learned how to say stay. Stay. Stay.
I'm not a dog.
Yeah. They're just yelling dog commands at each other. That was a little odd for a guy who knows all the words
I think
in the world.
Farmer Maggot's the only one in the world who has a dog.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got 3 of them.
Something I want to bring up and talk about with you guys is there was a really interesting use of the word heathen, which basically had to do with like I forget who says it.
Gandalf
says it.
So Gandalf says basically only the heathen kings committed suicide. And he's talking to Denethor, and I was curious. One, what does that mean? And 2, not the word heathen, but what does he mean by that?
Yeah, it seemed like there was some context missing, some like historical.
It was like a inside not funny joke.
Well, growing up and going to Catholic school, I just thought, oh, they were not baptized. And so they did not fear suicide or purgatory. But that's probably wrong.
No. That is that's the foundation.
Catholicism of Middle Earth.
That's the foundation of that dichotomy. It's like, if you are a good person, you don't kill yourself. If you do kill yourself, you're a goddamn heathen.
Well, he was saying that like nobody's allowed to choose the time of their
death,
opting out. The last people that did this were the heathens that were aligned with the enemy or something.
They were the slaves of the enemy, and they went out, and in their pride, they also killed all their friends and family to make it easier. What Tolkien was alluding to is like historical practices of like kingship burials. Think of the pharaohs, right? Heathen kings. And what were they buried with? They're buried with all their worldly goods, but also everyone who built their tomb for them was also killed and buried with the pharaoh for the secrets. Like Norse funerals, and certain like pagans would like, when a king died, they would kill people of the household to accompany them into death.
Big yikes.
There's a broad historical precedent for the idea of a king saying, yeah, now's my time to go. I'm out, and also you're coming with me.
Yeah.
True.
And Gandalf thinks that that's not the best way to do things.
I have a question then in my head of like historical versus literary use of the word suicide. And now he didn't write suicide. Tolkien didn't write suicide in this.
Yeah, he didn't use that word.
We know it as suicide. But it makes me think about how, you know how like in like war movies and books, they'll be like, you can't go out there. It's suicide. They're implying that you are committing an action that would lead to your own downfall and death, even though you're not dying by your own hand. Correct? Which is different than the modern use of the word suicide. It's actually the opposite, which is that you are dying at your own hand.
Well, there's also like suicide by police.
Sure, right. Like, did the old pharaohs, like we joked about this, like probably on a break, I don't know if it even is in the episode, but like Imhotep from the movie The Mummy, he basically commits suicide, even though he's not the one who is killing himself. His servants kill him. Yeah. But he gets caught, and so it's by his hand that he brings about his downfall. So you would say in literary and like historical things like, oh, that's basically suicide what he did. So I'm just
like
curious.
If you know that your action will result in your death.
Yeah, like that was curious when it says like the heathen kings did it. Are these heathen kings people who took their own life or did things that knowing that it would cause the death of themselves?
Well, that would be really bold.
Which is a bit different, right?
That would be really bold of Gandalf to talk shit on Theoden right then.
Yeah, and also, is Theoden a heathen king then?
No.
I mean, not really.
What do you mean no? Of course, he fits that.
I think the difference is that Theoden ends up doing an act that is his demise in the service of saving the world. Versus these other kings were like, there's no other purpose to do this act but to kill myself and be entombed.
Yeah, to go out on top.
They're not saving the world by killing themselves. They're just killing themselves. Versus Theoden
wants to go out
like,
in glory.
I'm going to try to end the war, or not end the war, but at least do a positive for the good guys.
Yeah.
And he's going to end up dying in the process, and he's okay with that. It's like a hero's ending, right? Versus what the pharaohs would do, or these other peoples and these other beliefs, they would just kill themselves to kill themselves and be buried. And it was all about themselves. It was very selfish. It was like on their terms. It wasn't saving the world. It wasn't for a battle.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in their pride and in their hubris, basically. So, but your question about like suicide. Why doesn't he use that word? Why doesn't anybody use the word stop? Why do they use stay? I just want to touch on that because part of what Tolkien does is we've heard Tolkien write and speak and communicate in like voices and in different tones, right? The Hobbits have a very like colloquial, very recognizable grammar. And then you get to other parties, other places, and it gets real weird. Like it's very archaic, very feels old English. And like, so that's why they would say like stop and ye and thee, and the Hobbits are like, fuck? What?
No, they didn't say that.
But suicide is also I guess you could say an indelicate term, right? There's a lot of euphemistic ways to put that into the prose that fit more with for lack of a better word, the vibe.
Yeah.
True.
So the fact of the matter is, Denethor was attempting a suicide, technically a murder-suicide. But
Which would, in that time period, that's a crime?
well, I mean, if
Or
you're the,
is it because he's the steward? It's not a crime.
it's weird. They don't really go into it.
Because wouldn't it be a crime that he's like killing his son?
Yeah, kind of.
Right?
Technically.
Yeah.
I think back in the day, in general, life was just so hard and was such a gift that to take your own life was so looked down upon because it was like, why would you shit on a gift?
Well,
Without religious implications. I just feel like.
Well, so again, though, it goes back to Denethor. He's in a tough spot, right? He's either he can be conquered and live as a slave, or he can choose the manner of his death and to die with his son.
So he wants to go out on top.
Yeah. That's kind of it. That's all he's got.
And I think, too, because this is such a war-heavy moment in the storyline, it's also a coward's way out.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's a total fucking piece of shit for doing it. I was just curious if, like, the way of the, like, approaching suicide in this literary context might be different than, like, a modern day conversation about taking your own life, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, he would have been sent to, like, a help center, you know what I mean? A crisis center.
Right.
In modern times.
Yeah. Well, and for what it's worth, Tolkien addresses the whole thing as like a tragedy, right? It's presented that way.
Yeah.
There's no exploration of the morality of it. It's simply,
Yeah.
Denethor, you are crazy as a motherfucker right now.
Yeah.
Well, like that was something that I started asking myself, especially when we started getting the extra context of Sauron has been manipulating him through the use of the Palantír. So, like, is he really mad? Is he out of his mind? Or is he just being manipulated?
Is he stuck in his mind?
So he's got several reasons for doing what he does. One is that he has absolutely no chance of victory in his head.
Right.
Sauron has only been showing him, the worst of the worst. So his assumption is that the war's already over, right? There's
Yeah.
absolutely no path to victory.
Yeah.
He knows that he's going to be replaced by Aragorn, which is a humiliation not only on himself, but on his son.
the ragged.
Yeah. On his
Right.
nation.
And only seeing the negative of Aragorn.
He's being humiliated. He's losing his purpose in life, being that steward of Gondor. He doesn't want that for Faramir either. So is he mad? Or does he have like his own reasons for doing this? He just doesn't know the whole story.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I feel like
discussion question there.
Well, no, I think
It's just you and me, girl.
no, but Laura, I think it's so funny. It goes back to that original poem in the very first page of the book. There's that poem, and granted, it's talking about the rings with men, but it says they were easily corrupted. And even though, yes, he's very strong and powerful and has a very, very strong mind, with the Palantír, he was over time easily corrupted. So I think he's just so corrupted. It's really hard to answer because we don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's living in reality. And it's like, I also like at the end of the chapter when the cry happens and the sun goes away, I don't think anyone was living in reality. If the fact that from that far away, the Witch King had not a spell, but for lack of a better word, like was able to manipulate the sun even that
it had
far
like
away.
a darkness over everybody.
I think everyone's not in reality in Gondor right now.
Yeah.
Denethor's assessment of the situation as being real fucking bad is not just a product of manipulation. The situation's real fucking bad.
Yeah.
And for him to give up, though, that's the difference, right?
Yeah.
Because we touched on it before. It's a huge theme throughout the series. Hope. Hope is all you got. I mean, shit, Gandalf's plan was to bring Frodo and Sam and the ring and the rest of them into Mordor somehow and just kind of hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you don't give up hope, there's always an opportunity. Once you stop fighting, once you give up hope, once you've decided you've lost, that's it. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Game over.
That's
Bingo.
just so
Yep.
sad. It really, there's a lot of pity in this chapter as well. And I really pitied him for the first time ever in the book. And I think he's still a despicable character because like I pitied him and then he pulled a knife on his son. And I was like, all right, pity out the window. Gandalf and Pippin are much better characters than me. Like, because they were very gentle with him. They tried. But it's, I had such pity for him in that moment because he truly was just at his lowest moment and just completely gave up. It was despicable. And it was just like pathetic. It was really sad.
And he'd been manipulated to that point.
Exactly. Yeah. It was a really hard moment in the chapter.
Yeah.
In the 10-page chapter.
Well, I think it's a really good point about how bad this war has been and how long it's been bad.
Yeah.
So you said something during the summary that actually changed my understanding of what was happening
I
here.
didn't know he was a cop.
Okay. So anyway,
First of all, my grandmom is not a he.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to say my grandmom was not a heathen.
My grandmother was a fucking heathen.
so when Denethor starts talking about Faramir, he says, he lies within, burning, already burning. They've set a fire in his flesh, but soon all shall be burned. So my immediate thought is, Faramir's on fire? They've
Literally.
already started burning him, and he's gone. And I was like, oh no. But then you said, oh, he's got a fever. And I was like, oh shit, he's not dead. He just has
fire
a
from
really bad
within.
fever.
Yeah.
I thought Denethor was trying to say he was already lit on fire.
Oh,
Well, he's being real dramatic, so he's mixing metaphors.
Denethor and his metaphors.
Bastard.
It really confused me. I had that written down like, fuck, Faramir's on fire already?
Yeah. Yeah.
So one thing I want to talk about real quick is the hobbits, right? Because the hobbits are sort of a cipher for the reader in a lot of ways. They're meant to be sort of a every person's experience in these horrific, wild, epic fantasy moments. And what struck me about this arc with Denethor and this arc with Theoden is how different Merry and Pippin really are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they still haven't found each other again. And Merry just killed the Witch King. And he gets a half point for killing the Witch King. But he got a concussion and was like, I'm a servant of the king. I got to do this thing. I'm going to kill this witch. And Pippin was like, oh, fuck, I got fired. I'm a servant of the king. Where's Gandalf?
Yeah.
And
But
to
the
be
fortitude of them is different.
right.
Yeah.
To be fair, Pippin's assessment was correct, but the assessment was, Pippin, can do nothing.
Yes. Which was right.
I mean, yeah, nobody would have listened to
And that's
him.
the thing.
It was a circumstance that needed authority, and he didn't have that.
Because he did try.
Yeah.
He told everyone that Faramir was still alive.
To be fair, he did incite Beregond to multiple homicides.
Yes.
That's
he
true.
did.
That's true.
And Pippin is good at that. He incited.
I incited
You're
murder.
laughing. He incited the Ents to kill.
Oh, no.
He incited Beregond to kill. I mean, Pippin's a death wish. I mean, be careful.
He did kill Gandalf.
There's a really fucked up reason that Sauron said, all right, little buddy. He's like, I see murder in your heart. No, I'm just kidding.
Sauron was like, that's enough for tonight.
I'm going to get 10 ring wraiths. You're going to be like the fucked up chihuahua.
No, you said it. Pippin killed Gandalf once. If Sauron just lets him go, like,
Maybe he'll do it again.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not by his own hand.
Pippin causes other people to die.
Yes.
Yeah, let this guy go.
He inspires.
He will do your bidding for you.
He inspires
God.
bloodshed.
Oh, man. That poor little hobbit. He's
Yeah.
having a great day.
But that poor little hobbit, I mean, for real though, because at the very end, when his former master, as of a couple hours ago, finally puts himself on fire, you know, even Gandalf turns away, and Pippin is just staring straight into the flames. And that has to just change something in him. I think going forward in this book, Pippin is going to be a completely different character.
He's going to say a lot less.
I mean, at least for a little bit.
Well, he's kind of like an underage shithead the whole book. You know, he's making all the quips. He's making the jokes. He kind of gets away with being a dunce. And in this moment, I think
Shit gets real.
he didn't even, when Gandalf died, he didn't even have this like, oh, it was my fault moment. And I don't think that this is his fault. And I don't think he had that moment. But what I'm saying is that in this moment, I agree with you. Like, I'm sitting here reading this and I'm imagining myself as Pippin and just thinking, shit just got very real. And I just watched the person I pledged loyalty to, like, burn themselves alive in front of me.
Right.
And he hasn't really seen something like that before in his entire life.
Yeah.
Anyone who's died, it's not been by their choice.
Yeah, or it's not been on camera. You know what I mean? Like Gandalf got pulled off the cliff, and there was that fight, but he didn't see anything. He just saw him go into the darkness.
Yeah, he just pledged his loyalty to Denethor a couple of days ago, and now he watches Denethor burn alive.
Yeah, that's gotta not only rock your core of like as a human being, like the PTSD element that like Pippin's probably gonna be different. I would assume the rest of this book. In the same way that like Frodo, once he begins his journey, becomes different. He's just like more serious. Like it's just a change in personality. And I'm. It's not that I'm hoping that happens with Pippin, but I would imagine that would happen.
We're gonna see Pippin change. We have to.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
changes
a
a
good point.
person.
So
Yeah, and I feel like it started when he got kidnapped by the orcs.
crazy.
yeah.
I feel like it started when he got kidnapped by the orcs.
Yeah.
And this is just like the next level of trauma.
It's like watching somebody get crucified, and like, how are you
But
not
by
going to be
choice,
changed
they
forever
were like
for
putting
that?
the hammer in their own hand.
Yeah.
I mean, the nail with the hammer. I don't know.
Insane.
Pippin, give me a hand.
Yeah. I don't know. That stood out. I definitely agree with that, though. It's like it's very crazy.
It is, and it's interesting because you talk about like, how is Pippin going to develop as a character? Because we've seen every other Hobbit develop kind of into something. Like Frodo is duty,
Right.
Sam is loyalty, Merry might be bravery at this point, right? What will Pippin
Do
become?
are hobbits just emotions?
What's that movie with the emotions?
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Yeah.
Oh no! I think you're thinking of Warriors of Virtue,
No.
the kangaroo movie,
What?
the kangaroo ninja movie.
No idea what you're talking
Do you remember
about.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Laura, I'm with you. I have no idea.
God.
Come on, Warriors of Virtue, the kangaroo ninja movie.
No one
Never
was,
saw that.
No one was thinking
Anyway.
about that, Chris.
My God.
We're
I
heathens.
guarantee you, people
I'm a
listening to
heathen.
this podcast are going to know what I'm talking about. It's very nerdy.
Yeah.
Speaking of Denethor setting himself on fire, a few pages later, we see that the entire house of the Stewards collapses in on itself from the fire. And the thing that struck me there was like Denethor's selfishness and his greed and his desire to end his own life rather than adapt to change.
And his pride.
I feel like it's an insult to his ancestors before him because he is burning down that house, that mausoleum with their bodies in it. Like it's
Yeah,
It's very symbolic.
very
Yeah.
What is
symbolic.
it called when
Yeah.
you fuck with graves?
Grave robbing.
Desecration.
Desecration.
Yeah, it's
He's
desecrating their graves
Yeah,
in addition to ending his own, trying to end his own bloodline.
Decretion. Yeah.
Close,
Oh,
yes.
God. It's kind of touching back on what Gandalf said earlier in the chapter where he said that the kings of old would take their own lives through pride and for wanting to ease their death with killing their kin.
Yeah.
In a sense, he couldn't kill Faramir, so then he's killing all his past kin.
Yeah.
He's taking his family with him. And he sort of fulfills that prophecy what Gandalf says to him, like, stop.
Yeah.
And it also it destroys one of the institutions of the Stewards, right? It's
Yeah.
the House of the Stewards. That is a statement by Tolkien that like this is done. There will be no more burials of Stewards because frankly that whole thing is over. Denethor snaps his staff of office. That's over. The King of Gondor has returned. Probably.
There will be no more Stewards.
Yeah, that's it. Faramir gets to choose to be a servant to the King of Gondor or not. That's what's going to happen.
Well, I'll tell you what. The Return of the King is Pippin, if you ask me. That's my prediction, is that the Return of the King is Pippin. Pip, hip, hooray.
I'll bet you like $300.
$300 sounds
Yeah.
good.
Dog hairs?
Donkey hairs, yeah.
Dollars.
I would say about this moment, I could use a treat.
I got you one better. I got you one
There's
better.
a lot of fire. I hope it's a fire roasted something or a nice baked good.
You know what? I bet Denethor, as he burned, he smelled like a treat.
Oh, that was a treat to smell him.
Gross.
Yeah.
Smell you later.
Like bacon.
Do you think they named Denny's after him?
I don't.
But it's just a bunch of burnt shit.
Well,
Burning hair.
Fuck it. Let's dive in.
well, pour one out for all the dead homies.
God almighty.
It's different than the dead hories.
Today's treat, I call the Pyre of Denethor.
Yeah.
Now, this is not yet flaming. However, we're going to go there.
What are we looking at?
We're going to set these bitches on fire.
The drinks?
Yeah. So in front of you, you have an old fashioned.
Ooh,
Right?
my
I kind
favorite.
of thought that was
Denethor.
what Denethor would drink. An
That's my
old
favorite drink.
fashioned.
Oh, does that say a lot about me?
Maybe.
They just gotta keep you away from wood piles.
Much like Denethor.
Oh my god.
He's an old fashioned motherfucker, so I figured that's what he would drink. So it's Maker's Mark bitters, simple syrup, and a Luxardo cherry.
Okay.
You ready for this bitch to go up in flames?
Yeah.
Let's do
So
it.
we're gonna light these drinks on fire.
We are.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
One last jam. Laura's gonna burn your house down.
Okay, so you can't really see it, but
These drinks are now on fire.
dude, you can't put your hand above the drink. It's on fire. We slide that down.
Yeah, there you go.
The lime
Is
is,
it gonna
on
go
fire.
out?
I don't know. I can't even see if it's still on fire.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna go ahead and recommend you blow it out before you take a sip.
Oh, my glass is hot.
Yeah, you
Dude,
might
my glass is hot as shit.
You might need to give it a minute.
So the good news is old fashioned is my favorite drink.
Oh, good. It's gonna taste a little strange because I just lit a lot of Everclear on fire in
Yeah,
it.
so there might
my
be
God.
like a hint of fuck you in it.
There might be a hint of college days.
Smells amazing.
It does smell amazing. Was that dead Stewart?
Yeah,
little bit of
yeah.
dead
There's
steward
some
in there?
human flesh and burning hair in there.
Yeah.
The fucking Stewards. James.
I'm a little worried I'm gonna burn my mouth drinking this, but here we go.
I just
Cheers.
keep swirling
Cheers.
it. Just keep swirling.
Yeah,
Cheers.
let that water melt in there.
Hey, to the line of Isildur.
Those ragged motherfuckers.
The cup is hotter than, you know what I mean? Like the glass is like gonna burn
That's
me.
what I said.
That's what I was worried about.
That's crazy.
You guys, this isn't bad. I
It's not
actually
bad. It's
hate bourbon. I hate bourbon, so I made a bourbon drink.
You can't
it's
do it with
actually
whiskey if you want.
Okay, so you don't drink a lot of bourbon, right? Are you gonna be mad at me if I correct how you're saying it? Because you're not saying it correctly.
What?
Proubin
Go for it. Go for
It's
it.
bourbon.
No.
It's not.
Yes.
is Bourbon.
It's bourbon.
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 No, it's not.
It's
I've been to
bourbon?
The
Kentucky.
House of Bourbon.
You're saying bourbon.
Yeah, that's
And
what they
it's-
say in Kentucky
and
where it's made.
a bourbon.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Is Bourbon.
You guys, you questioned how I pronounced herb, and the internet proved I was correct. Do we want to play
Did
it
it?
twice? Do we want to play this
Did
game
it?
twice?
No,
might-
a listener did
I'm
say
pretty-
that in England, Chris is correct.
Yeah,
Well, I don't think we're in anywhere except Pennsylvania.
we're not in England,
No.
Listen,
but I've
how
been
would
to
you pronounce it?
Louisville, where they make bourbon.
I always thought it was.
No, don't rely on the people of Kentucky to give you correct information
That's
about
where
anything.
bourbon comes
It's
from.
Louisville.
No, it's not.
I thought it was Louisville.
I'm going to go die now. I'm going to
Louisville.
immolate myself.
It's Louisville.
Covering myself
It's
in
a French
Everclear.
town named after Louisville.
Well, this has been fun.
Oh my god.
All right.
All right,
Well-
what's this actually taste like?
Listen, all I'm going to say is the Pyre of Denethor was a great chapter. This was a great episode. I had a great time. Pat, if you could die quietly, that would be great.
I'm working on it.
Pat, give it a swirl.
I did.
Oh, we got
More
He
swirls.
gave it a gulp.
Laura, keep your... That's private information.
Yo.
You a swirl.
Oh.
Give it a swirl, Pat.
Give it a swirl and a gulp. There you go.
I'm good at communicating my needs, okay?
Hey, my wife.
You guys just clink drinks and fire erupts in my basement everywhere.
Well,
My needs are fire, people. I need fire. Luckily, my neighbor's a fireman.
Good.
he actually
Yeah.
is. That's,
Oh, yeah, but he can't do push-ups for shit.
Oh,
What are you talking about? Oh, did you guys challenge each
birthday
other?
party.
Yeah, birthday party.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
Halloween.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
it was birthday
Got
party.
absolutely wrecked and did push-up contests, but he has no form. And then he did a plank contest.
Wasn't it
And he did
planks?
third.
It was planks.
I won planks.
Yeah. Well, it's because you're a horse girl and you
Core
got like
of steel.
I did not participate. I just laid under
Smart.
the table drinking shots.
Smart. I held a
I
plank for
had
2
my own
minutes.
competition with
and
Nicole
I
and
couldn't walk
Emily.
for 2
Me
days.
and the other boys had a ball measure contest.
Oh.
See who had the longest balls.
I hate that.
That was a fun time.
Wow.
Cool.
On
I'm
that
glad I
note,
wasn't there for that.
shall we go into the last?
I got out my ping pong balls. They got out their basketballs.
Yeah.
You know, it was good.
Sure.
Listen, I want to talk to you, this crowd listening, about something very important. And that is
Balls.
that we have a lot more chapters to do in the Return of the King.
Yes, we do.
Rad. What are you laughing at over there?
Balls.
Laura's 4 years old. I'm 4, nearly 6.
I'm 3.5 years old.
Listen, we got a lot more chapters to do. We are just kicking things off for the Return of the King. Season 3 of Fool of a Took is moving and grooving.
Yeah.
In the words of my friend Gandalf, shit, he died.
Verbatim.
So anyway, let's talk about chapter 8 of the Return of the King, which is called
The Houses of Healing.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the Houses of Healing. So
I think we could all use some healing.
Yeah, I'm assuming that we are going to follow Faramir into the Houses of Healing and find out all about his journey and recovery and everything that's going on.
Journey through unconsciousness.
But it wouldn't be a Tolkien chapter if some drama did not ensue.
That is very
And
correct.
I don't know what that drama is, and now that makes me kind of nervous and kind of scared.
I feel like the last paragraph of this chapter was a good clue.
Yeah. Also, quick question. What is Pippin's strongest emotion? Chris, go.
PT Sizz.
Laura, Pippin's strongest emotion.
Scared.
Shock.
Aw. Okay.
Wait, Chris's wasn't a word. Can we try again?
I said PT Sizz.
Oh, don't even say that.
He's too old for that.
Sizz.
No, not Sid's. Pete Sid's. It's post.
That's not what he said.
No.
Damn it. I thought it was a good bit.
I thought it was a good bit. 90% of the bits I make get cut, which sucks.
I'm gonna race you.
Don't race. Please don't race.
Cheers. Let's race.
boy.
Allah Akbar.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. We have to stay here for a few hours.
It's gonna work in a few hours.
Let's start Game of Thrones.
No Spartacus.
Can we watch Spartacus?
We can watch.
I wanna see Xena.
I guess for sure.
Oh my God. Well,
There's a lot of really good actors in that show. It's crazy good. What also is good is continuing our journey through Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Tolkien leaves it up to our
The
imagination.
Everclear just hit.
My brain just
Pat
turned
and I
off.
just turned off. We're not.
Good night.
So we're going to end the end of this episode with a fun experiment because Denethor and Theoden were both channeling the same end result from a different brain.
I get to be Theoden?
I'll be Denethor, you be Theoden.
Okay. I can do.
Even though you're wearing the Rohan shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
All right, yeah. I'll be
Theoden.
Theoden.
And I'll be
You be Denny.
Denethor.
Okay. And we're going to
Close the show.
close the show
Forever in my case.
forever in your case.
And forever in Chris's case.
Yeah.
So, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Let's jam.
We just
So
want to
have
say
a good night,
thank
everybody.
you so much to everybody
It's been amazing
who listens.
doing this, but
If
it's
you
really
can go
time
online,
to go.
Find a way to click subscribe.
It's great insurance. This
like,
is going to work out.
Check us out on YouTube.
Where we have 1,000 followers, if you're lucky.
Go on Spotify.
Where we have
Listen to
10,000
some
views if you're
Beatles.
smart. Don't listen to the Beatles. Listen to us.
This is dumb. Going back. I'm rewinding. 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another episode
Please
of Full
like,
of a Took.
subscribe, share,
Make
and
sure
have
that
a
you go
wonderful time.
online and go on the Instagram. Follow my Instagram.
We're all over the internet.
Listen, we had 83 listens this week.
Oh my God.
I was 10 of those.
I'm just kidding. Add a couple zeros to that. That's the reality.
That's really cool.
We are actually living in a fake world. This is not real.
We're in
This
the
is real.
Matrix.
We're all AI. It doesn't matter. How many boxes of wine do you think we drank since we started?
At least one per episode. So 49.
I think 30 easy.
30?
35.
35. The correct answer is who gives a shit? A lot of wine. We're moving on.
Chris
I
is
think the
drunk.
viewers get to decide.
Listen, before we started, Pat and I did a shot of whiskey,
Yes.
of Irish whiskey.
Yes.
And then we had about 2 or 3 glasses of wine.
4 glasses.
4 glasses of wine for you. And then Laura gave us an old fashioned
Old
with
a
7
decent
ounces
amount
of
of
Everclear on top.
Yeah.
So we are going to sign off now.
Bye-bye.
and go to the
also
hospital.
going to die.
We're gonna go to the houses of healing.
We have to go to the ER right now, unfortunately.
There's
gotta
a
get-
house of healing around the
Get my
corner.
stomach pumped.
House of the rising sun. Yeah,
Yo,
let's just sing
the
that
House
song.
of the Rising Sun is so accurate in this context.
I fucking told you
In
so.
about
That
30
song
is
just starts
coming.
playing when the flames go up over Denethor.
In
It's like
about,
dun
Yeah.
in about 10 seconds, I'm gonna do a really good Faramir impression.
And
You know what
barf
you should
everywhere.
do?
conscious. I got it.
My favorite, my favorite thing is when Packet's really drunk and then he just starts cartwheeling through our house.
Naked like the hobbits on the hill before they got the Beregond.
One time.